Our domain and range here, let's just draw a little sketch first. I would say, normally it starts here, goes up like this. The shrink by 1/4 is going to make it flatter. Okay, it's going to make it closer to the x-axis and reflect in the reflect in the y-axis. If it goes this way, that means it flips and goes this way. So it's going to look real flat like that. And that's what our graph should look like. Okay, so now we got to pay attention to our domain. Which way is it going? Left. Okay, less than. It's going smaller numbers. So this time x is going to be less than or equal to the number it started at, which is 0. Okay, it's going to the left. Left is less than, right? Greater than would be right. And range, that's up or down, right? Well, it's still going up. So it's still going to be y is greater than or equal to 0. Y is above 0, x is less than 0. That's why it's in this quadrant right here. Okay, let's see. We've got 3 more. We're almost finished. Okay, number 8. All right, f of x equals x to the 1/3. Okay, remember that's going to be the cube root of x. And g of x equals 1/3 x to the 1/3 plus 6. Okay, so remember that's the same thing. X to the 1/3 is the cube root. Okay, so that would be 1/3 cube root of x plus 6. Okay, 1/3 is cube root, 1/2 is square root. Okay, so we're still looking at what does this 1/3 do? Looks like it's pretty similar to this 1/4 here. Okay, and since there's no parentheses, the reason why there's parentheses here is so you could put that negative inside the parentheses. Here, we don't need to put anything inside the parentheses, so they didn't even have to put it there. Okay, that 1/3 is going to be a v shrink by 1/3, and a plus 6 up 6, right? Okay, and then we're going to do our domain and range. But again, if we just draw our little sketch over here first, remember this is a cube root, so it goes up like this. It's like a real flat S. Vertical shrink by 1/3 means it's going to get even flatter. Okay, a vertical shrink makes it really flat, but it's going to move up 6. Okay, so let's just pick a point and say this is 6. I think it should be like this. Like that. Okay, so what's my domain? Remember, it's a cube root. All real numbers. Okay, my range? Also all real numbers. All right, we're going to do 2 more. It's just another way of saying it, but it means the same thing. Okay, and that's, I teach you that a lot of times. Okay, but number 9. Okay, f of x equals square root of x. And g of x, okay, you can't put this into the calculator because it's going to have the f of x plus 9. Okay, negative whatever f of x is plus 9. Well, f of x is this. Okay, so it's a different way of saying it. You can't put the f into the calculator if you're checking the graph, but this goes here. So it's really negative square root of x plus 9. Exactly the same as what you're looking for is you're looking at these 2 things to be the transformations. Okay, it's not anything new. So let's see, my transformation's the negative, reflect in the x-axis just like you're used to. And the plus 9, up 9. Okay, reflect in the x-axis and up 9. Okay, I'm going to just draw a little picture. So remember, For square roots, it usually starts at the center and goes like this, just up one way. Okay, but it's going to reflect, so it's going to come downward, but it's also going to move up 9. So let's say this is 9. It's going to go like this. Okay, it reflected down, and we went up 9. Okay, so my domain is the x-axis, right? Well, it's starting at going, and it's going right, so it's still going to be x is greater than or equal to, and it's starting at 0. Okay, because remember, this is 9. It is on the dot, but that is a y value of 9. This point is 0, 9. Okay, so 0 is here. My range is going to start at 9. And since it's going down, it's not going above the 9. It's going to be y is less than or equal to 9. Okay, because we made it reflect, so it's going downward. Okay, let's do our last one. Cube root of x and, hold on, g of x equals f of x plus 3. Okay. And what that's saying, it's like this. It's showing it in function notation. Okay, but it's just saying inside add 3. Okay, well, we know that this is it, so it's going to be x plus 3. Okay, what it's saying is inside the parentheses means inside